everybody, it's your girl Deja, and I'm back with another video. It's been a minute, it's been a month or so. I can't lie, I got a little disheartened, just like I can't really get the camera that I want, so I can really get the quality that I want and all that good stuff right now because of other responsibilities. I got just a little disheartened and didn't want to make videos anymore. But at the end of the day, this is fun, and that's why I started doing it in the first place, because it was just something fun to do. It was just a hobby. I'm learning more about makeup, and I wanted a way to kind of have a platform about that, about allowing people to kind of see my journey as I'm learning about makeup and what I like, what I don't like, and all that good stuff. So I am back in due time. Yes, my camera quality is not the best, but that will be fixed in due time. But for now, I got some new products that I want to try out. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to do my makeup as normal with, well, not as normal, but when I do my face beat. And I'm just going to use the new products that I bought to see how I like them. So, start off with my normal primer. This isn't new. Too Faced Proactive Nourishing Hangover Replenishing Face Primer that I use quite often. So, that's nothing new. And I've already moisturized my lips with Mongongo Jersey Shore Sun Nutrient Dense Anti-Aging Lip Conditioner, Vanilla and Coconut Oil. I live for this because I love matte lipsticks, and it makes my lips dry and crusty, and it's winter. And by the way, about this primer, I don't really have a pore issue. I just kind of use this primer to have kind of like a wall underneath my makeup to protect my skin. But if you do have like pores and whatnot, this probably is not what you want. This is more moisturizing, and like I said, just a protectant in my eyes. So, like I said, this is a new journey for me. I'm not really, I'm learning. Sometimes I look at something and say, maybe that's a little too light, maybe that's a little too dark. My mom, friends will say, okay, I think that's a little too dark, a little too light, whatever. So I'm still trying to find my color. Like I said, this is a learning process for me. So I bought this True Blend CoverGirl D6 in the color Toasted Almond. So I'm going to try this out and see if this color suits me. I don't know. It may be, I don't know. So I'm going to give that a try. Got my beauty blender, or my booty blender, as Patrick Star says. And I'm going to try out some of my new products. So I bought this Wet n Wild 6-piece brush set. It came with, their holiday gift sets. I bought it a minute ago. Everybody's been talking about these brushes. I'm just not really getting into brushes and wanting a bunch of brushes. To me, a brush is a brush. But like I said, it's a learning process. I'm just kind of learning about everything. So I'm going to use these brushes instead of my normal brushes and see how I like them. So I have this brush, and one thing that I really don't like, especially for somebody that's like in the learning process about makeup and whatnot, there's no like labels of knowing like which brush is which. Like I kind of have an idea of what is for what. Like I'm not sure if this is a highlight brush or if this is like a foundation brush. Like it says here around it like what brushes, but it says what brushes are in here, but not necessarily which brush is for which, if that makes sense. So it says that this has a foundation brush, and this is the biggest one here. So I'm guessing that this is the foundation brush. But you can see it's pink, and like it may just look white to you guys because of my lighting. There you go. Can you see the pink now? Just a cute little baby pink at the top. And so yeah, I almost don't want to dirty them. They're so prettiful. So yeah, usually I use this brush, which is this Bare Minerals Flawless Face Brush. It's what I'm used to using. It's thick. I don't know, it's kind of like textured. I tend to like brushes like this. My highlighting brush is like that too. Like it's thick. So let's see how I like this soft and dainty. So you don't see. So I got my primer on, and I'm going to try out this True Blend concealer. It comes with a pump, which I do appreciate that, because the foundations that I'm used to using, which I usually mix these two, I had to dump it out on my hand, and like that's, you know, that can be painful. This glass, like, that's not fun. Anywho, so this has a pump, so that is exciting. So I really don't have a lot of issues that I really want to like get rid of. I really like wearing foundation, kind of have like a nice palette for like blush and eyeshadow and highlighter. Like that's like my big thing as far as wearing foundation. It's not so much because like I have anything that I'm really uncomfortable with or anything that I really want to conceal or anything like that. So I usually do light coverage. So I'm just going to do just these 2 little pumps and see how that does. So I'm just going to, I'm dirtying my brush. It's so prettyful. I don't want to, oh well. So I got it on there. So I'm just going to just work it in. Just going to do half of my face. I can kind of see like as far as like complexion and whatnot, and if it matches me. So this brush, like I said, a lot lighter than I'm used to using. I like a harder brush. I do. This is real frou-frou, but I mean it's pretty. Okay. So this did half. Not sure if you can really see, but I feel like this one matches me better than the other 2 that I was mixing. So that's me. This is with the foundation. Not that much of a difference. I mean, I think when anybody wears foundation, you get a little more, you know, it's not going to be right at your complexion. But I think this one isn't bad. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Just 2 more pumps. And then I'm going to, I always spray my beauty blender with setting spray to kind of like buff everything in, and I usually use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. There we go. So I bought this because I am running low on this. So when I was out doing some shopping during Black Friday, I went to Five Below, which if you don't know what it is, you need to find out. It's this store where everything is $5 and under, and they have all kinds of stuff, all types of little novelty stuff. They have makeup, they have a little bit of everything. So I saw this. It's called All Set Setting Spray City Color Collection, and this is the matte finish. So I'm just gonna just spritz my beauty blender real good and work this foundation. It's like I don't have anything on at all. I really like this foundation, guys. It's like I don't have anything on, because it always kind of makes me kind of like upset, because like I said, I don't feel like I'm somebody that like really needs to wear makeup. I mean, nobody really needs to wear makeup. Everyone is beautiful in their own way, but I don't really feel like I have any like blemishes or like any dark spots or things that I'm really like concerned about. So when I do wear makeup, like when it looks really heavy or it looks like I have makeup on, it's like, you know, because really, like I said, the only reason why I really wear it is because I feel like the highlight and blush and eyeshadows just in general lay better over top of foundation than on my actual skin. Like it shows better. So this is real. I think this foundation is really going to work for me, being that it looks like my natural skin. So I'm all blended out. I realized watching my videos back that I say that a lot. So, and then so. So anyway, by the way, excuse this hair tie. My edges are being wrapped up to be laid and slayed for the meeting tomorrow. Pray to God, they will be, probably not, because my edges don't lay. No matter what edge control I put on or whatever, it don't lay. Sorry, I think I've blended this out enough. So then I'm going to use my Pro Conceal, LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in Warm Honey. And based off what I've seen, I think this is a concealer brush. Again, it's pink and prettyful. I don't usually use a concealer brush. I use the brush that comes on my thing. But I'm going to try this because I'm trying out these brushes. So I believe this is the concealer brush. I think. Okay, so I'm gonna just go in with that. So now I'm gonna go in with this concealer brush and try to blend it in. I wonder, like, should I like spritz this first? Do people just go in dry? I have no idea. I'm just gonna use that there, and I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender for the rest because I feel like I'm in uncharted territory and I'm going to look a mess. So I'm gonna just go back. I'm not crazy about using the concealer brush. I mean, I guess it's just like double blending. I don't know, make sure it's all really nice and blended. Anyway, I'm just gonna go with my Beauty Blender like I know. So I have unblended. Okay, so that's what I got going on so far. Okay, so now I'm going to do some eyeshadows. Okay, so I'm gonna go in for my eyeshadow. I'm gonna use my Disney Alice Through the Looking Glass palette, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. It has a really nice but dirty mirror, and you can open it, and it has this really pretty butterfly, and you have your eyeshadows. And I really like this palette. I've been using it a while. I haven't made a video for it, but I do use these pretty often. So I'm going to, there I go again. So I get on my nerves. So I guess I'm gonna try these eyeshadow brushes. Actually, let's do the brows first. So I got this angled brush that I'm going to be using for my brows. So I'm just going to go in, get some black shadow. Just trying to make this as clean. I'm just clean that back up. Clean it back up. I'm kind of dragging it down because I'm going to be using, I want my eyes, I'm going to use the concealer kind of as a primer. So, top. Okay, they're not perfect, and again, I don't have my brush, so they're not going to be perfect, but I feel like they're, well, that tail could be a little sharper. Alright, it'll do. Same for the other side. Alright, so brows are done and not the best. I'm learning, people. I'm learning. Please drop tips in the bottom to teach me how to, like, you know, do better. Please, I want to learn. So, okay, I got that done. I guess I'm going to add a little more concealer to my eyes, just to kind of use it as a primer, because my skin sometimes don't want to be working right with my eyeshadow colors. I really don't like my brows. So then, these are the brushes I have left for eyeshadows. So, yes, this one, maybe. Okay, I think this one is good for like packing. So, let's see. My colors. maybe. That one's pretty. Kind of has something that. Okay. So I'm gonna do this one. These brushes, some brushes are really soft and some brushes are really hard. And this brush is hard. It especially for like really soft, like this sensitive skin, like your eyelids, it's really hard. Okay, and in my crease, I'm going to put this color right here in my crease using this brush. I know my quality is not that great and you can't really see, but it is what it is. Okay, so on camera it just looks brown, but it's like a really peachy, orangey color. Okay, so then I'm gonna go on my brow bone with, I don't have anything left but this. I guess I could, I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with the Duchess. I'm just now realizing this kind of has like a pink color to it, and that's not what I wanted. So I'm gonna go back with Dormouse to try to darken it back up, because back in Paradox again. I want something else. Let's take Kingdom. Mix some Kingdom. This color is Kingdom. Maybe put some Kingdom in my crease just to kind of give it more definition. I'm not a big fan of these brushes. Like, I feel like the ones that should be firm are too soft, and the ones that need to be a little more soft are too firm. If that makes sense. Okay, I need to go back in Cake. Other side going Gone Mad. Okay. So, thanks to my camera quality, you can't really see, or can you? You can kind of see what I have going on, and I think I still need to make my crease more defined. And these colors are just not cutting it. I don't want it to be too dark that it covers the kind of peachy glow. Maybe okay, I'm going to take a dot, like literally a dot in Chromosphere, or maybe a couple, because these brushes don't take pigment really well. I don't know how much I like these brushes. Okay, so I'm just going in a little bit with Chromosphere into my crease to give my eyes some definition. This brush is too flimsy, but it's it's coming together. Okay, so gonna go back again in Chromosphere. Get some definition in them eyeballs. Okay. Okay. Can you see? Now I feel like my brow bone isn't light enough. It ain't like really truly popping. So now I'm going to try to go in with reflection and see if that will truly highlight me. I hate that it's not showing good on camera. Okay, so eyeshadow is done. I'm not a fan of these brushes. Not a fan of these brushes. Not a fan of these brushes. So now I'm going to use my eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner. This is CoverGirl Voluminous Superstar. And it has a nice little felt tip. Very pigmented, very black. So, get this. So now that one's done. So, finally, I got another new product. This one I'm super excited about. This one is the CoverGirl So Lashy Blast Pro Mascara with the lash finder tip. And this is what it looks like, just like the box. This kind of interesting tip. So it says apply with the brush side and rotate and apply with the ball tip. Okay. Okay. So they come separate, and the actual mascara has a top on it. And so going in. Oh yeah, and this is the waterproof extreme black. I think there's like 4 different blacks. There's like an intense black, there's a black, and then there's an extreme black. There's a few. Alright, so I'm going in. Just take one. Let's see how this does. Where's my mirror? Okay. So I'm just using the brush side. And then rotating with this ball thing like they said to do. Ooh, it definitely gets to my little inner corner. Okay, I'm just gonna use it. Okay, so I'm not sure if my camera is going to allow you to really see, but that's what it looks like. That is with mascara. This is without. So with the new mascara, without. So now I'm gonna go in and do the other side. This is coming together, Deja, you know, more than you think you do. So I just took another dip for the other eye. And we're going to do the same thing. So now I have mascara on both. Oh, good. So this caps nicely. So you don't need this anymore. Alright, so I have my mascara on. And you know what? I have something else I want to try. I want to do some more under here, under my eye, so I'm going to take this purple, I'm going to smoke it. Okay, I do really like this for smoking, which I think this is what this brush is for in the first place. I like. Okay, That looks really good with the contrast of the really black mascara over this purple underneath. So I like it. Okay. So what to do now? This is gonna be a long video. You know, if you're still watching, thank you, but I really don't blame you if you're not watching anymore, because this is long. I'm just gonna put some more lip balm on. Okay, so eyes are done. So now let's work on highlighting and blush and all that good stuff. This brush, this little Wet n Wild fan brush, did not come with the set, but I bought it separately. Now this is the fan. This is the new fan brush, and I showed you guys my old fan brush. It's like thick, and I thought I hated it, but it turns out I love it. So I'm going to use this Tantastic Face and Body Bronzer in the color. What color is this? I don't even know. See the color in here? Fantastic in Gold. This is what I like to use as my highlighter. So I'm just gonna get that nice, and it's really thin. See? Okay, so I'm just gonna on that here. Again, this brush is a little prickly. It's a little hard, but I do feel like it lays on my skin better with this than the other brush. I will say that. Just make sure it's blended good. Okay, let's just take some on my nose. And some right here. And then on the tip of my nose. This light I have has me shining bright like a diamond. Blush. There is no blush brush for this. So there's just the angled liner brush. There's the, oh wait, it does say there's a blush brush. Foundation brush, crease brush. I wonder, was this the blush brush? I probably will use this as a blush brush. I think I would like this better as a blush brush. But for the time being, we're just going to use this brush, which I don't know what it is. It was a gift a long time ago before I even really started wearing makeup. So, alright, so I'm going to try this Milani Berry Amore, which I haven't been feeling like that because I feel like it doesn't show up well. I'm going to give it another try today. So, and then just going to put it underneath the highlight. So you can't even really see it on camera. I mean, I guess I can see it. Yeah, I can see it in person, but you guys can't see it in camera. But it's like this kind of pinkish color. Yeah, you can see it. I don't know if you guys, yeah, y'all can't see it. I promise y'all, I'm going to come up. It's going to be real when I get a nice camera and like good lighting, and all will be well in the world. Okay. And just going to kind of get the places where it went a little too low. Okay. I don't really tend to contour like that. I'm not going to start. Not going to contour today. So I'm just going to do a lip and we will be done. Oh, this one is, I'm going to do this one. So I'm just going to take a brown liner first. Then I'm going to put on, this is Teeny Tiny from ColourPop. So, alright, that looks good. And then I'm going to just do just a little highlight on my Cupid's bow. And we'll be done. So, the look is done. For what you guys can see. Actually, wait, I want to put a little more highlight on my nose. Just a little bit, because there we go. Shine bright like a nose. Okay, that was corny, but anywho. So this is my look. Of course, tons that could be done better. Things I really like. I really like this foundation. I think this is what I'm going to be using from here on out. This True Blend Toasted Almond. Really like that it pumps. I really like the color. I really like the formula. This is a go-to for me. I like this one. Oh, I didn't even set my face. Let's let this dry and I'm going to see how I really feel about this after it dries. This is supposedly mattifying. And it looks really matte on camera. But in person, it's still kind of dewy, which I like anyway. I'm not crazy about the whole matte face. I like matte lips. Not too much in matte of my face. Okay, now these brushes. I really like this fan brush for my highlight. I feel like it. The other one is so soft. I feel like sometimes it brushes it off. Where this one kind of like puts it on there and it stays there. I like this mascara. I feel like my eyelashes look thicker. They look longer. It's a cool brush. Mascara, I like. The rest, I'm kind of jumping around. The rest of these brushes, they're hit or miss. I like some of them. Some of them I really like. Some of them I really don't like. I really like this brush for, like smoking out like my under eyes. I really like this one. I think I would like this brush better as a fan brush rather than using it as a foundation brush, which it may be what it was for in the first place, but they don't specify that in the packaging. It just kind of has what's in there and not which is which and which they created for which thing. That makes sense. This large concealer brush, I feel like I do just as well using the brush that comes on the LA thing, that applicator, and then using my beauty blender. I feel like that does what it's supposed to do for me. So, I mean, it's kind of like pointless. This brush, it was fine. Nothing special. The angled brush, I liked a lot. I like how like stiff it is. This brush was a hit for me. I like this one. Now, I don't even know where it is. The brush that I used in my crease wasn't a, here we go, right here. I'm not a fan of this. It's just kind of, it's too flimsy for me, and it kind of just goes everywhere, and not just like, and I know that this is kind of typically how, like, okay, for example, this is my favorite crease brush or contouring eyeshadow brush, and you see how it's a lot like stiffer. And this one on the other hand is like more fanned and it moves around, and this one is just kind of like, this one is kind of all over the place. I like this one better. I feel like I get more detail with this one. Not a fan of this one. No. Okay, looks like the setting spray has dried. I fooled with the setting spray. I don't feel like it's as it's like mattifying like it said it was, but that doesn't really matter to me considering that I'm not really big on matte looks of the face anyway, even though it looks really matte on camera, but in person it looks really dewy. So, is that everything new that I tried? Yeah. And this is my first time showing my Urban Decay Ouster Looking Glass palette. Not really new, but they're super shimmery. Like I said, I've used these before. As you can see, it's kind of used and abused. I really like these. Their glitters are true glitters. Like, you're not going to be able to use these for, like, you know, they're really, really glittery. So I would keep, well, I mean, I really didn't try out the mattes. It does have some mattes in here. This is a pretty good palette all around. And it has pretty packaging and all that great stuff. So this is a plus. I like this, but you already know that. So thank you so much for tuning into my video and for tuning into my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hang in there with me. I realize that, you know, my quality isn't the best as far as my camera and my lighting, but I am working on it. Thank you so much for watching. Let's let this dry, and I'm gonna see how I really feel about this after it dries. This is supposedly mattifying, and it looks really matte on camera, but in person it's still kind of dewy, which I like anyway. I'm not crazy about the whole matte face. I like matte lips, not too much in matte of my face. Okay, now these brushes. I really like this fan brush for my highlight. I feel like it. The other one is so soft. I feel like sometimes it brushes it off, where this one kind of like puts it on there and it stays there. I like this mascara. I feel like my eyelashes look thicker. They look longer. It's a cool brush. Mascara, I like. The rest, I'm kind of jumping around. The rest of these brushes, they're hit or miss. I like some of them. Some of them I really like. Some of them I really don't like. I really like this brush for like smoking out like my under eyes. I really like this one. I think I would like this brush better as a fan brush rather than using it as a foundation brush, which it may be what it was for in the first place, but they don't specify that in the packaging. It just kind of has what's in there and not which is which and which they created for which thing. That makes sense. This large concealer brush, I feel like I do just as well using the brush that comes on the LA thing, that applicator, and then using my beauty blender. I feel like that does what it's supposed to do for me. So, I mean, it's kind of like pointless. This brush, it was fine. Nothing special. The angled brush, I liked a lot. I like how like stiff it is. This brush was a hit for me. I like this one. Now, I don't even know where it is. The brush that I used in my crease wasn't a, here we go, right here. I'm not a fan of this. It just kind of, it's too flimsy for me, and it kind of just goes everywhere, and not just like, and I know that this is kind of typically how, like, okay, for example, this is my favorite crease brush or contouring eyeshadow brush, and you see how it's a lot like stiffer. And this one on the other hand is like more fanned and it moves around, and this one it just kind of like, this one is kind of all over the place. I like this one better. I feel like I get more detail with this one. Not a fan of this one. No. Okay, looks like the setting spray has dried. I fooled with the setting spray. I don't feel like it's as it's like mattifying like it said it was, but that doesn't really matter to me, considering that I'm not really big on matte looks of the face anyway, even though it looks really matte on camera, but in person it looks really dewy. So, is that everything new that I tried? Yeah. And this is my first time showing my Urban Decay Alistair Looking Glass palette. Not really new, but they're super shimmery. Like I said, I've used these before. As you can see, it's kind of used and abused. I really like these. Their glitters are true glitters. Like, you're not going to be able to use these for, like, you know, they're really, really glittery. So I would keep, well, I mean, I really didn't try out the mattes. It does have some mattes in here. This is a pretty good palette all around. And it has pretty packaging and all that great stuff. So this is a plus. I like this, but you already know that. So thank you so much for tuning into my video and for tuning into my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hang in there with me. I realize that, you know, my quality isn't the best as far as my camera and my lighting, but I am working on it. Thank you so much for watching.